Alright, I'm gonna save, because Lisa's whole shebang is done. Alrighty, from here on out, it's gonna be kinda quick. I mean, there's extra stuff I can do down here that's not actually necessary. There we go. Diana, part of the desk is covered in what appears to be some kind of acid. Lovely. But I'll try not to skip too much down here in the lab. Mostly because I do like this area. Memo on the message board catches your attention. There's something scrawled on the notepad. To use the electronic door, place the initials in alphabetical order. Cool. Alex Beckett. Or Betchett. Clark David. Ed Fisher. Gail Holland. Part of it's glowing red. I got it right. Researcher's letter. June 8th, 1998. My dearest Ada, by the time you read this letter, I will no longer be the person you once knew. The results of my test came out today, and as I suspected, it came out positive. I feel like I'm just teetering on the edge of reason, just thinking about my impending doom. I would give anything not to have to become one of them. As far as I know, you're not infected. Oh god. I sincerely hope things do not reach such a desperate pass, but if it has turned out that you are now the last person remaining alive, I want you to get the material from the visual data room. Then activate the self-destruct system in the power room and escape from here. Please do everything in your power to make this whole accident public. If everything is still running normally, you should be able to release all of the locks using the security system. I have set up the terminal in the small security room so that you can log into the system using my name and your name as the password. You will need another password to release the lock of the door in basement level 2 where the visual data room is located. As a safety measure, I have coded that password into an X-ray picture, a röntgenogram? That's a word. I know you, and I'm sure you will be able to work it out without any trouble. There's just one more thing, and it is my last request. I hope you never have to lay eyes on me in the state, but if you do happen to run into me in my hideous form, I beg you to put me out of my misery. I hope you understand. Thank you, Ada. Yours truly, John. John, Ada. I got it. It'll be alright. So basically, that's to give you another, bit of the password that you need. It's locked. There we go. Oh, bugs. So fun. Ah! John? It was Cell. That was the password. I'm also gonna put in the old password. So that noise was, I think, Tofu from Resident Evil 2. If y'all don't know who Tofu is, it's a lot to explain. VACT researcher's note. There is now evidence that when the host loses consciousness, the body goes into a dormant state. During this time, the virus becomes active and rapidly transforms and reconstructs the basic composition of the body. The host eventually mutated into a humanoid creature. We call them VACs. Its speed and amazing muscular development are particularly noteworthy. After transformation, it becomes more agile and aggressive. Already 4 of our researchers have died from trying to feed it, turning the place into an instant bloodbath. Ever since this tragic and barbaric accident, we have decided to call its kind Crimson Heads. That dangerous and precious prototype specimen can't be left there. We have to figure out a way to deal with it. Termination is definitely not an option. We finally decided to freeze the specimen and confine the body inside the basement of the backyard cemetery. You know, as you do. Alright, this is the extra room. I don't need to be in here. There we go, that's dealt with. Facts. To Sanitation Division, Attention Manager of Sanitation from Raccoon Disaster Contingency Committee. The contents of this fax are confidential and intended for the named addressee only. Any copying or disclosure of the contents of this fax to any third party is strictly forbidden by the sender. After reading the contents of this fax, it must be destroyed immediately. Good job at following directions. We expect significant increase in the damage done by the recent T-virus outbreak than initially estimated. There are several concerns. First concern, more than half of the researchers have been infected by the T-virus and died. It's also been reported that almost all of the survivors of this accident are starting to show symptoms of the T-virus infection. Second concern, our secret security patrol team has also been completely eradicated. Therefore, our most secret research is in danger of public disclosure. Quick actions are demanded to prevent mass media coverage. Third concern, there's a high possibility that most of the specimens are running loose inside the compound. We expect many casualties to follow. However, yet unfortunate, these casualties underscore the success of our research results. Actions must be taken to prevent our research results from being made public. We suspect the first official intervention will come from the state police and STARS. We strongly recommend taking measures against them first. Exit. Alright. A security system passcode transmission device. If you had an ammo disk, you can transmit passcode to system. Which I will do. Seems to unlock something. Ho 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 ho. And we'll be back for that later. I don't need those bullets. And the last ammo disc. Cool. The film has been set into place. View it? Yes. Umbrella, Bioorganic Weapon Official Report. There's the Cerberus. Neptune. Hunter. Tyrant. Bioorganic Weapons Research Group Development Staff. So obviously, Wesker there, looking at least a little more natural than his original game counterpart. 8462. Some sort of image editing equipment. Looks like you can use it to view Kenneth's film. View it? Sure.
What? Get away from me! No! Hey! No!
Okay, I'm dying. Just like Kenneth. Now, I was gonna say fun. Very fun. And then my lungs decided to try to kill me. So fun. Oh boy. Although, I will say... Fuck off. That's what I'm saying to you. I will say, I sneeze and cough way less than I used to when I was in high school. Which is good, because it was horrible. Like, I don't know. I mean, I still cough and sneeze a lot, but it was real bad back then. You could probably hear in my Let's Plays, because I didn't exactly give a shit about editing every single cough out. I try to, nowadays, but it doesn't always work. At the very least, I try to not blow everybody's eardrums out.